Hello and welcome to this Darkness guide for the Oscar section of Deepnest. In this guide I will show you easy strats on how to go through these rooms, and I will also show you some optimizations in the end, but this will not be the most in-detail guide ever. This is just to make you be able to do Deepnest. If you want to do the most optimal and fastest strats, I would also recommend you to look at the concept sheet. The movement we will have in this specific part is Mothwing Cloak and Mantis Claw. In all skills you will also have Shade Cloak, you will also have Cyclone Slash, Wings, and basically all the other skills that could help you with like moving around the map. But all the strats we are doing are also doable with only Claw and Dash, and this also makes it like more versatile to use. To get from Herrah to Queen's Gardens we have to pass 3 rooms in the dark. Those rooms are the long room next to Maskmaker, the long vertical one. The big Deepnest room where the Whispering Root is in, even though that room is only a very small part because we just see this through it. And then the room to the east of Distant Village where you need to climb up and down a few times. I would recommend practicing this with debug mod installed and in 3 steps. First of all, we're doing the route in the light to get familiar with those rooms. Then I would recommend to do it in the dark, but with the hitboxes enabled. If you want to start out with hitboxes and just skip the first step with doing the rooms in the light, that's perfectly fine. That's just your decision. And the last step is doing the rooms in the dark without. Okay, the first room is the long room near Maskmaker. The first thing that stops us from going further is this plank. So we want to slash this plank. And what we want to do after is jump off this platform, immediately dash left into the slope that you can see down here, and then fall down, like this. This is mainly a lineup that I think is pretty comfortable because, as you can see, down here there's another plank that we need to slash, and if we do the strat, we can comfortably down slash the other plank through the platform shortly before we land on the platform. It would look like this. I didn't get the slope boost that well, but basically that's basically the strat. That's what I do. We then end up here on this thing, and from here I usually do also like a jump and a dash, jump and dash, like dash, jump, dash, like this. This is maybe a little bit tricky to do in the dark for the first time because you need to be familiar where you are and how long your dashes are, but it's like way easier than it looks. If you can do this in the light, you can also just do this in the dark. If you feel uncomfortable with it, you can also just fall down here, neutral jump, dash, and then jump, dash, but not neutral. That also works. Just like slide down this wall, neutral jump, dash. Yeah, the first jump needs to be a neutral jump, or like should be a neutral jump. I think that works well. And then we get into the longer and more vertical part of this room. We land on here and just fall down. This is not how to do it all. The only thing that you need to be aware of is when you climb up here, there are spikes above you. Don't hit the spikes. If you hit the spikes, you just respawn at the beginning of the room, like in all of Deepnest. So basically, the movement looks somewhat like this. You can also land here. That's perfectly possible. If you hard fall here or here, it doesn't matter. There's nothing that can attack you around here. Nothing spawning and also nothing just walking. Then you just walk off this ledge, fall, and when you hit this platform, you just dash to the left into the wall and fall again. That's a rather easy thing to do. Nothing hard here as well. The only thing that you need to be aware of is spikes. And after you dash to the wall, you fall. And here you dash. You see that there's a little guy here. This guy can be annoying. You can hit this. With Shade Cloak, you should be always able to dash through them. I think you should, like, before you, like, after you dash here, you have enough time to refresh your Shade Cloak cooldown. So you can dash through this guy as well. If you don't have Shade Cloak, it depends what you do. It depends how fast you are to, like, hit the cycle or not. Not that big of a deal though. You can either just tank them, you can also just, like, dash through here. As you saw, I clung the wall shortly before I fell. I did that to refresh my dash. That's something you should probably do. Just cling the wall here shortly and then dash. You hit, if you, like, do everything, like, as fast as possible, I think you should be able to just, like, dash past this guy because he is on the right, but I'm not entirely sure because my loads are a little bit slower than usual loads, and I don't know if this room is load dependent. But yeah, that's basically the first room. Nothing more to it. After you dash past this guy here, you just be cautious of those spikes. If you hit those spikes, you just want to do beginning of the room. But you just fall down here and then go a little bit to the right and fall through the transition. That is the first room. I can show how this looks like in the dark without hitting this. Okay, this was not perfect. I hit the guy. I also didn't get through the transition smoothly, but you get what I like wanted to show. There are some optimizations you can do or some easy tricks. Like if you have soul and you have dive, what I can also maybe recommend is just after you've been here and dash to the left, you just dive. It kills the guy down here, and then you just need to dash and walk through the transition. If you have Cyclone, you can also use Cyclone slashes. So you use a Cyclone here. Oops, that was a little bit slow. And then use a Cyclone here. You can dash through there. But also just optimizations, you don't need to do them, they don't save too much time. Dive might be quite helpful if you have it, to make it safer to get through the room and lose maybe one less mask because you don't accidentally tank the guy, because the guy just dies. Okay, this room, the next room is very much easier. You just go through the transition, and there are two strats. So what you want to do is to get to the other side. The other side is here, into this transition. That is quite easily achieved. There's a very safe and easy strat that is a little bit slower, but once you fall down here, you can just charge C-dash, hold left all the time until you reach the ground, and then charge another C-dash. Very easy, very straightforward. beware of the fact that if you don't hold left after you hit the wall here, you will fall. So it's important to hold all the way left until you reach floor you can stand on again. The other strat that is a little bit faster is you basically do this. Dash, dash, and then dash from this block. It is maybe a little bit tricky in the beginning. I would just recommend practicing this in the light. Mainly it is just like walking a little bit to the left, doing a dash, letting go of the left input for a short amount of time, and then dashing with left input again. You can just practice this. It's not hard. This is just need to get used to the inputs basically. Yeah, that's the second room. So the third and final room can be a little tricky. What we do is C-dash through here, the transition. Then we want to stop our C-dash so we stand below this corridor and can climb it up. I have 2 cues that I use. There are probably a million more cues. You can also ask other people or make your own cues. My first cue is once I load into the next room while C-dashing, I count to 2 and then stop my C-dash. So I do like this. 1, 2, stop. I'm here. And now I can just comfortably climb up this corridor without any major issues. You can also use a visual cue. You see these background objects here. They make a sound when you C-dash through them and drag them with that. So you can also just stop your C-dash once you hear that sound and then do 1 dash. And then you can just comfortably jump up the corridor as well. Stop C-dash, 1 dash, jump up. That's basically it. Here you go all the way to the left until you can't anymore. Climb up here. You can also pogo this background object if you don't have wings to get up here. You can also wings up here. But like mainly for you to be able to do it, just go left until you can't anymore. Then here, there's this pink hitbox. That's a breakable floor. If you stand on this, it breaks and it throws you into spikes. You don't want to fall into spikes because you will end up at the beginning of the room again. So what we do is dash around here. Oh. Oops, I didn't want to break this. You can, if you're like unsure of how to do it, you can just like, from the point where you can't go left anymore, you count falling once, falling twice, and the third time is the dash. So you just fall off here and dash. Then this is a little bit tricky, because there's a guy with wings. I just like jump left the wall and then climb up. If the guy's in the way, you can also pogo them. Oops, didn't work, but you know what I mean. Climb up here and then to the left. There are spikes here, beware of those. If you have Shade Soul, what you can also do, I don't know if you see them. I don't think you see them. But you can kill them by Shade Souling them through the wall. You can just try it, just gamble on it mainly. But yeah, I jump to the left wall, climb up here, like 1 jump, dash, 1 wall jump, and then jump to the right. It's also quite unlikely that you get respawned by getting hit by that bug, because there's a lot of room to save you not falling into the spikes. Like, if that happens, you can just climb up here. It's not that hard. This is the hardest part of this room. Oops. After you went through here, you don't want to stand here for too long, I think, because it can happen that there's a Weaver spawning, even though I think it spawns a little bit further to the left, like when you are a little bit further to the left. We have another breakable floor here. This is also a little bit tricky. I think this is more tricky than the first breakable floor. You want to break this floor, fall a little, and then dash to the right and C-dash. from this wall. And then you're out. I can do the room fully. I also can do it fully in the dark afterwards. Climb up here, go around here. C-dash, and then we're out. If you don't have C-dash, which may happen, not in all skills, but maybe if you want to play bingo or something, then also, or you need to dash to the left after the breakable floor. So you are here, and then you dash left. There's another breakable floor. You will not get respawned. Oh, you will get respawned if you fall because there are spikes. I didn't know. You just land here, kinda, and then you dash, and need to dash over this breakable floor. But you will have time to react. You hear the sound, you can jump, and then dash out of the room. You can do the room in the dark ones for you, and then yeah, we're done. You are in Distant Village. Don't fall here. That would be miserable to recover. Yeah, thank you for watching this guide. I hope it could help. Bye bye.